Good morning, YouTubers. How are y'all doing out there? Uh, just got back from checking on my mom. Everything was good there. Thank goodness my sisters kind of stepped up a little bit, helping me out, which I about fell over. We still, you know, that's another story. Uh, I just want to thank everybody out there that's helped support me and help support my channel. And thank you for all the compassion out there. There's a lot of true people out there in the YouTube community that has really helped me through this. And I appreciate Jay Young calling me on the phone, and we had a good conversation. Thanks again. It's really helped me a lot. Excuse me. Uh, and people, if you can, just man, love your folks, love your brothers, siblings. Just tell each other you love you. I know I keep beating that in the ground, but that means more than anything in the world is to have somebody that you're close to, and you just really need to tell them that you love them. That's we're only here for a short time, and you only build so many friends, and I've been blessed in that aspect. I've got the whole YouTube community, and I've got several friends in the Mopar community. That's just I'm in a Mopar club, and man, the people have just been great. And if you can, build friendships with people. Uh, and I'll be the first to tell you, I was one of them that was I was kind of drawed in. When I was younger, I didn't have a whole lot of friends. I running around with a bunch of guys that we were motorheads. And that's and the time that I grew up in that, if you had three or four friends that you could consider friends, that was a good thing. Um, but I just kind of want to tell you guys, thanks a lot. I appreciate everything everybody's done, and the thoughts and letters, and hopefully everything is going to get back to normal here at the shop. And I don't know if you see my video of me tearing into my tank. Hopefully the parts, he said he'd drop ship them today. So if that happens, I may do another little video there if you guys enjoyed it. I like to get back on the tool review stuff. There's a couple of them. I noticed that Justin Dowell put on there one on the Harbor Freight stuff. I've got one on one of their code readers and things from there, and it's okay, but uh, don't waste your money, guys. I think you can find them, you know, O'Reilly's, Napa, and places like that a little bit better. Uh, Mine, I had to download the software to update it, which don't get me wrong, it would be something for the beginner. It's just I don't want to badmouth it. The paint guns and things. I don't know. I use them all the time because I can use them two or three times and throw them out. If I have to, if I'm doing a project or whatever. But on and that's what I use for my dipping gun, or excuse me, for my activator and things for my dipping tank. Uh, they work good. A lot of the liquids and things after a while eat the seals out, and if you get the coupons for them, I think they're like $9, $9 or $10. So I haven't lost anything, and I keep them on hand all the time because it did ruin a couple of my good spray guns that I used for the activator, and I left them in. I have a bad habit of leaving the activator in the gun, and the activator will eat the seals out of my gun. So that's why I use the Harbor Freight ones. And I may do a little deal on the Harbor Freight spray guns, but I don't see anything wrong with them for the beginner. Uh, I do want to tell you guys, if you get a chance, get on 3M and get that universal gun that they have where the nozzles come off. And I need to do a video on it. It is, I've had two of them. I use one for priming. I use one for painting. And that's what I suggest with if you're going to use the Harbor Freight spray guns. I think they're $20, anywhere from $9 to $25, and most of them are good. I've used every kind, style, and that when I've got in a pinch here, I've run over there and bought one. Some of my guns I've paid $300-400 for. So if you can go over there and get a Harbor Freight, and I've got a one Harbor Freight gun I've had for 4 or 5 years. That's all it is a paint gun, and I paid $45 for it, and it's done just as good as my $300 gun. So with that, you just got to watch, and how you clean them and stuff like that. It all depends, and like I said, I've got a couple of them that they're I consider them junk, but I've got probably a drawer full of the Harbor Freight ones that I can pull them apart and interchange them. But I've bought so many over the years and I've painted full cars with the Harbor Freight gun. I know on some of them, when you buy them, I've got a couple of them that when you put the paint in it and you'll get to spraying, it'll leave you a glob of paint in the middle of the in your project, and I had that happen painting a car. So you get what you pay for. But if you're just using it for just once in a while, I think the Harbor Freight ones would be great. I noticed he done the spring compressors, or yeah, the ones for the springs, and stay away from them. Buddy and I went over there. I was helping him do a weekend project, and he didn't want to spend the money to go rent a set, and we ended up having to go rent a set because we had one of them that almost tore our head off, and the other one he got up in there and he got it stuck, and we couldn't get it to go either way. The threads on it screwed up. I don't know what he done or what we done, but we ended up going to O'Reilly's and getting another set to where we could compress it down to get the other set off. But the first, he did just spend money ahead to rent them. That's the only thing I'm going to say about that. But once again, thank you. Thanks to all of y'all. I appreciate everything everybody's done. And, just like, share, comment, don't like, it really doesn't matter. It's been a roller coaster ride for me here lately, and I just wanted to say thank you to all you guys out there, and thanks for the concern, and hopefully we'll get back to normal. And a couple of you guys give me some ideas for the gear wrench tool truck. I'm going to talk with Scott and see if we can't do that. And my Snap-on guy hit me up last night, and I kind of misread his text, and I kind of got a little bit, I guess, smart with him. I hate that I did. It's just one of them things that like I said, I misread the text, and I'm man enough to say that I was wrong, and I told him that I apologized to him for jumping on him like I did, but I read it. But make a long story short, they've offered to go ahead if I want the big box, that I could still get it. And I thought that was great. He went out of his way to contact me and let me know, and he said it didn't matter either way, and that means a lot, when somebody believes in you enough and trusts in you enough to do the right things, and he's went out there on a limb and fought for me, and I appreciate that. He's a really good salesman, I think, and he's a really good tool guy. He's not one of your everyday pushy salesman, and that's what I like about him. You know, if you buy it, great. If you don't, great. And that's what he told me last night. It kind of reminded me, brought back memories because he told me, he said, shit or get off the pot. And I thought that was pretty funny that, you know, that's something my dad would have told me. You know, you need to make a decision. And I'm a worrier. Uh, I think of the worst, and you know, I contemplate things, and I think, you know, and it may never be nothing to it, but you know, it's just I I don't make a fast decision sometimes, and I know a lot of people get aggravated with me for that, but you know, when I was younger, I made split decisions and knew that, you know, what I call buyer's remorse, and I didn't want that with this because I've done it with vehicles, you know, and I only kept the vehicle for about a year and then end up getting rid of it. And, you know, I want to make sure this box is the box that I want. Yeah, it's the box of my dreams right now, but, you know, what if something better comes along? And a couple guys kind of made me think, you know, is it going to make you any money? You know, that's a good point. You know, my box is fine. Do I need another box? You know, it's just one of them deals that, yeah, I'd love to have it. Yeah, it's my dream box, but you know, I like my box I have now, and whether or not I do the deal, it's, you know, I told Shane I'd let him know, so I wouldn't drag him along Thursday. Up, you know, I said just give me the week and let me think about some of this stuff and get back into the groove of things and see how things are going here, and just, you know, overall get back on track. Uh, that's the main thing, and you know, I worry about my mom. Uh, she's doing a lot better. I went over there today, and she seems like herself. You know, she was giving me a hard time because she said she was hating to take her pills, and I said, well, I'd rather see you take the pills and things and keep in good health than that means a lot, that you know, at least she's trying. And same way with my sister, she's at least trying, and it's kind of take a little bit of responsibility off on me. And you guys don't, you can't even understand the pressure and things that you're under, especially when you're running a business. And my wife has been the best trooper, and she worries about, you know, the bills and things. And right now she's, you know, she's stressed because, you know, we had to put some of the funeral cost was on us. And I don't know how many wives and things would have been so graceful in that, and she goes to work every day with her head held high, and I appreciate that. And it's hard for her because, you know, right now things are slow here, so a lot of burdens off on her, and I do what I can. But you know, you guys got to understand, when you own your business, the business comes first, and that may be even you shrug some of your household responsibility, and you better have a spouse that understands that. Mine does. She's a trooper. Been together 27, 28 years, something like that, and she'll kick my butt for I can't remember, but you know, that's part of it. And I love her to death because I don't know what I would have done, you know, if it hadn't have been for her. It's just one of them things, and I'm rambling again this morning, a little emotional, but I just want to tell you guys thanks. I appreciate all the comments and stuff, and you guys have been great. And it just really shocked me that Jay called me. That man, you guys can't even imagine what that, you know, it just, it felt good that somebody that's that popular in the YouTube community took time out of his day and, you know, called me and talked with me. That means a lot. And I got a kick out of Junkie's video, him and his wife. It reminds me so much of how me and my wife argue. His I can see a lot of my wife in what the way his wife is, and that's good. They've got a good working relationship. She knows how he is, and he knows how she takes him, and that's the main thing. And they're gonna do good. You know, I'm happy for them. I'm kind of curious to see how they're gonna be with the new baby and stuff, but I give him credit. You know, he's running a business, plus he's helping her out, and a lot of guys don't. You know, I got buddies that you know, I won't go into it, but you know, I think that he's all right. He's doing his bringing his content in, you know, with his wife and that, and there's so many possibilities there and potential, and you can tell she's supporting him. And that's the main thing, you know, to have a wife that helps support you, because if you don't have that, guys, you know, what good is it? You know, what, and I'm not saying anything bad, but you know, I just feel that if you've got a spouse or something that you can share it with, it makes it a lot better. I know some people don't have spouses and things, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying anything negative there, and I didn't mean anything by it. I don't want to offend anybody, and you know, I guess that's part of my problem. Is sometimes Dad always told me I wore my feelings on my shoulders, and but I always have told it like it was. If you could take me, you know, how I am or not, you know, I guess that's, you know, I've lost a lot of friends that way because I'm pretty opinionated in that aspect, you know, and I'm going to tell you, if I think you're screwing me, I'm going to tell you. And, you know, maybe that's a bad thing, but, you know, sometimes in life you just got to do that. And I've noticed since I've owned my own business that, you know, I'm not as quick tempered, but I'll tell you how I feel pretty fast. And sometimes it gets me in trouble, you know. And there's a couple times I know I've lost and offended customers, but you know, when somebody tells me that that I'm gonna, you know, cut the price, or you know, you're gonna do something, no, you know, this is my business and I'm gonna run it how I want. And if I do business with you, great. If I don't, that's fine too, you know. It's just one of them deals that, you know, I tell a lot of people that, you know, it's just hard to run a business. So I just wanted to kind of touch base with you guys this morning, and you know, I'm kind of probably rambling, so I'll just get off of here. And please like, share, comment, and God bless. And we will see you probably later on in the week. Hopefully, I don't know if I'll do one tomorrow. I may, but we'll definitely do the gear wrench truck. I'm going to try to do a light. One of the guys on there was asking about a light, and I'm going to ask Scott a little bit about it. He's a very good salesman. He's getting a kick out of the YouTube videos, so I hope y'all keep watching, and hopefully I can keep enough content going to where you guys will stay interested. And thank you once again. Like, share, comment, dislike, but have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.